Welcome to Level Up with CMJ. Hey, my name is Joe, and this is my Craps Master dice shooting journey. Let's make it yours too. Today is episode number 299 of the Level Up program and day number 9 of the Black Belt. And it is Friday, and if you're new to the program, this is all about my shooting the dice at the craps table and practicing a blue collar style of play. And I'm trying to do something really quick here. So it's going to be a few minutes. Yesterday we tried doing a live stream on the vertical feed and it did not work. And I'm trying to get it going right now and I'm getting a similar result. But yeah. Guys, last night I watched John's show, which was a really good show. It was with Gargoyle, which is really neat to see. If you guys did not check it out, make sure that you do go check that out. He had some very good conversations. We're going to close on the vertical feed and we're not going to run that one at all. So we're just going to do the regular one here. We have 9 people watching on YouTube. We have checking in Jason Nielsen is number 1. JR Joel's checking in number 2. Lazy Dog, DGen, Joseph Ramus. And on the Kick.com side of things, we got 2 viewers. Nobody has checked in yet as far as saying hi. So make sure you say hi if you are in the on whatever stream that you're on. Yesterday we had a 2 terrible rolls, 2 mediocre rolls. Mediocre meaning we got double digits, but the quality of the rolls were not there. We had 5 come out 7s yesterday, so that really ruined our SRR. So let's just let's see if we can figure things out a little bit better today. I did some warm-ups on my dice, and I used the regular 3-finger par style grip, and I was not doing too well. So I tried the Yuri style grip right before I went live here, and it did turn things around a little bit. So we're going to go with the Yuri style grip. Good morning, Lazy Dog. And let's start off again, $15 table. So we're going to go $15 on the pass line. We'll go $3 craps check. And we're not going to do ATS to start off with. And blue collar style of play here is a low to medium sized bankroll, and we're going to have a low to medium sized win goal. So our win goals be between $100 to $150 with a $2,600 bankroll is what we've built up to throughout the month. This will be the last day of this table. Next week I'll start a new table, and hopefully we'll have a new version of Crapsee to play along with. So our goal is to get up to $2,800 today, which is about $166 go. So let's call this all bet set. $15 pass line bet, $3 crap check, and dice out. We got 3-2, 3-6 dice set. We're going to the Yuri style grip. And this is roll number 1, shooter number 1. And we have a 5-6 mid-mo-yo. That is Chiro coming to us from above. And I'm going to get the KPI roll tracker engaged here. Something I did not work on yet. Here we go. Let's do that. And let's do this. And there we go. It should be working. So 5-6 mid-mo-yo. Come out win pass line winner. And that is a natural. And again, we're going to go $3 craps check. That is a $12 profit off of that one. So let's go $4 craps check. Let's press that pass line up to $20. So that way we're going to put a little bit extra money out there. And actually, no, let's bring that pass line back down to 15. Let's hop the reds for $1 a piece. So that will be our extra protection there. It's $2 less expensive doing it that way than if I was put an extra $5 on a pass line. Then what happens is if we get to goal, we have less money to have that's contracted in, if you will. So let's go all bets set here. Again, 3-2, 3-6. That was not a good result to start off with. That was a single pitch of the dice, and it was a single pitch towards us and a single pitch away on the other one. So that means that was a double pitch of the dice. So, and I was doing a lot of double pitch in my warm-ups as well. So let's see if we can try to work that out so it stops double pitching. Because that is a bad result on this, on 2 of the sides. little bit high, a little bit long. We got a 617. Ouch. Not an ouch. It's a come out winner. Pass line winner again. So that was nice that we hopped those reds that protected us and gave us a little bit of extra money for our win goal here. And this is the come out game that I'm trying to work on here, guys. So we have $36 made off the first 2 rolls here, and we still have not gotten a point set. So that's going to allow me. Let's go up on the ATS now. Let's go. We'll go 10 on the small. We'll go 10 on the tall, and I'm not going to do the all right now. Again, we are going to go with let's go with a $5 crops check this time. And again, we're going to hop those 7s, the reds, for $1 a piece. So that way I'm covered on everything here, and we'll make a profit if that big red does come out. And if the craps number shows, that will be also a nice little profit. But hopefully we won't do that. Again, that was a 617, so that was an explosion on that left die, and that was a single pitch on the right die. So we had an explosion and a single pitch towards us. That's a bad sign. So let's go to the 3-6-3-2 set, and then we're going to rotate them away from us. So we have a 6-4-2-4. Remember, I'm looking for a 3 or a 4 on top, and make sure it's not a warning sign. That was a warning sign because it was an explosion and a single pitch towards us. So all bets set, and dice out. A little bit shorter in the landing zone. This time we got a 5-4 hard 9 Big Mac. That would be the Big Daddy Mac. So 9 will be our point. So we got a 4 on top, which is one of the things that we were looking for. That was a, what did we start with? Start with 3-6, and we rotated it back. So that was an explosion of that left die. And we did a 3-2 and up with a 5. So that was a double pitch on the right dice. So let's stick with the 6-4-2-4 dice set again. And for our bets now, we're going to go with the 88 inside bet level, and we're going to go $15 on the 4 and 10. So we got $15 on the 4 and 10, $20 on the 5, 24 on the 6 and 8. Good morning, Waylon, checking in on YouTube. And we were going to call that all bets set. Dice out the species. Roll number 3, number 4 for this shooter. Here we go. Dice out. Again, using a Yuri style grip. Dice split apart a little bit in midair, but we have a 3-2-5 Justice 5. Again, we have that that 3 or 4 on top. That is a 3 on top, so that is what we're looking for. So that was a collect on that one. And let's do an inside pressure 1 unit. So we're going to make the 5 look like $25, 6 and 8 look like 30. We're going to stick with $15 on a 4 and 10. And again, that was a single pitch towards us on that left die. That was a primary on the top for the right die. So we have 6-4-2-4 is the dice set again. We'll call it all bets set here. And we got Lazy Dog checking in on kick. We got Red from Michigan checking in on kick. Good morning to all. Hopefully everybody has a great weekend coming up. I split apart again a little bit. We have a 5-3-8. So that is perfect. That'll be the hit that we're looking for. And again, that was an explosion of that left die. That was a single pitch of the right die. So we're gonna stay with that cousin 2 set. Was a 3 on top, so we have the dice rotate, so we're getting that either that 3 or 4 on top, which is nice. We have $91 brought back to the rack. We have got $35 committed. So let's say that is $75 of extra money here, because I took my bets down. And what we're gonna do now is we're gonna do kind of the thing that I started yesterday, something that I saw when I went down to Joliet. It's basically an iron cross. We're going to use our profits for it. So we're going to put, we're going to make the 6 and 8 look like $18. And we're going to make the 5 look like $15. And then we're going to put $20 on the field today now. And what's going to happen with the field bet is if I get a hit on the field, we're going to start pressing up the 5, 6, and 8 across. And then if we get a hit on the 5, 6, or 8, we're going to replace the field, and then whatever money is left over, we're going to bring back to the rack. So we have $91 on the table currently. 106 in... No, $91 brought back, 106 on the table. So we can't do that. Let's do something different here. Let's bring that field down to $15, and we're going to take that 15 off. So that way we're in the profit. $91 brought back to rack, 86 on the table. Our first field hit, we will put 15 on that 5. So we'll call that all bet set. I know that was a little bit of finagling there. Good morning, Brian Fligo checking in. A little bit of finagling there, a little bit of talking through, but this is what the practice is all about. You know, practice like you play like you practice type of situation, just like Ed from Roto One talks about. Dice out. And we got a 6-5 mid-bow, yo. That is Chiro coming to us from above. So that is going to be a field winner. And what we're going to do is we're going to take the... we're going to take the $15 that we get from that. We're going to put that right onto the 5. So that was a 0 gain. But we did pick up, get some money to put on the 5 for free. So still $106 brought back to the rack, 101 on the table. That was a primary hit on the left side, and that was a single pitch. No, that was a double pitch on the left dice. So ultimately, it was a double pitch of the dice. So we got to be careful with that. Let's try sending that rebuy through again. When we get the new Crapsee app coming up here, we're not going to have to do rebuy, so that'll be nice. Good morning, Alfredo checking in. We got SJ checking in. And we'll go all bets set here. 6-4-2-4 is the dice set. And let's go dice out. Ooh, terrible throw. We went really long, but we got a good result. We have a 5-4 hard 9, Big Daddy Mac. So that's going to be another field winner. What we're going to do is we're going to take the $15 off from that, and we're going to put, and by the way, that was the points. We got actually double paid on that. So let's take the field down. We're going to keep the $15 pass line intact. We're going to go $3 on the craps check there. And then what we do is when we get a new point established, we're going to pressure the 5, 6, and 8, 1 unit each. So that way we have a little bit of profit coming back. And every time, like I said, we hit that field, we're going to start pressing up the 5, 6, and 8. And the 5, 6, and 8 will be the collects on this, at least at this point. So $15 pass line bet, $3 craps check. Box numbers are turned off. ATS, we have $10 on the small, $10 on the tall. Dice out. And that was an explosion of that left die, and that was a single pitch towards us on the right die. So that was a safe result. So again, 6-4-2-4 is the dice set. Dice out. And we have a 2-2 hard for the Ian double deuce. Oops, that rolled. That was a 2-2. It's not the ace deuce. It's a 2-2 double deuce. Or you can go 2-2. Let's go on a cruise. Brian from Holy Roller. 17 people watching on YouTube, and we've got 8 likes so far, so make sure you give that thumbs up if you are liking this content. By the way, if you didn't see, Alfredo went live, and I watched it at 1:30 in the morning. He was still live, but the fascinating part of what his live was, he did an interview with Uncle Mel, and it was a really, really good interview, so make sure you check that out as well. Very cool interview. I got to watch the last half of it for the most part. Again, we're going to go with the 6-4-3-4 dice set. I'm sorry, 2-4 dice set. 6-4-2-4, and that's a 3V on the back side, on the front side of the dice there. So 4 is the point. We're going to go $15 on the field again, and like I said, we're going to pressure the 5, 6, and 8, 1 unit each. So we have $133 brought back to rack, $118 on the table. There's a $20 5, $24 6 and 8, $15 on the field. We have a $15 pass line bet. All bets set. That's out. 6-4-2-4. Again, we're looking for a 3 or a 4 on top. And we got a 3 on top. We have a 2-3-5 Justice 5. So that is the second Justice 5 that we've thrown on this short roll today so far. And by the way, today is the beginning day of the international shooter competition through the Craps Nation group. So start watching for shooters to be throwing starting today. I think they're starting. There's a whole bunch of hosts, and we need to reserve a time with the hosts, and then they'll be going through. The first round is going to be narrowing everybody down to the top 32 people. Currently, there's 60 to 65 people entered into the competition. So I'm excited about it, but it's nerve-wracking. But we'll see how it goes. Anyway, we had $20 on that 5, so we brought enough back to put some in the rack. We put $15 back up on the field, so we have $146 brought back. We have $118 on the table. Again, we're trying to get to $2,800 today. And we're only $20 away from that if we took all the money off the table. Remember, we have got $35 committed, contracted on here, so we can't take that off. So we're gonna have to go to $28.35 in order to get to our goal, and that'd be on this first shooter. So that would be awesome if we could do that. Go all bets set here. We'll go again, 6-4, 2-4, and dice up. I kind of veered off to the right a little bit, or to the left a little bit, but we have a horse and buggy, the trucking camper, the 415. So that 5 is an early hot number here. We threw it 3 times out of 10 rolls so far. So it's still bringing money back to the rack, even though we're wasting it on the field there a little bit. But we're going to stay with the same philosophy, same strategy, if you will. Again, we're going to go 6-4-2-4. We had a 4 shown on that last one, so that is a good thing. We end up with a 4, so that was a single pitch away on that left die, and that was an explosion on the right die. So if we explode and single pitch away, that's still a safe set for the cousin. That's a warning sign. So we're going to go back to the 3-2, 3-6. Rotate it. We're going to go 2-4-6-4 now. So dice out. 2-4-6-4. And good morning, Justice Jen checking in on the Crapsee part. And dice out. And we have an ace deuce Alfredo sauce, so this time it is an ace deuce. So we're picking up that 3. So we did not get a 3 or 4 off of that. That was an implosion on the left die. That was an explosion on the right die. So that was a drift right on the dice. So there's a 3. All we need is a 2 and 6 for the small. We need the 10 and 12 for the tall. Again, we'll go 3, 2, 3, 6, and we're going to rotate them back. See if we can get that 3 and 4, 3 or 4 to show up. So 2, 4, 6, 4. That was a 3, so we got paid $15 on that bet. So we're going to go inside pressure again. So we're going to pressure the 5, 6, and 8, 1 unit each. So we got $25 on the 5, 30 on the 6 and 8. We're at 30 or 28.08 on our bankroll. So we have another $30 to bring back. And then we can bring our bets down and we'll be at goal here. So if we can get one, no, that's not going to work. But anyway, we'll go all bet set here. Dice on. 2, 4, 6, 4. We got a 6, 5 mid-mo, yo. Again, Cheeto coming to us from above. So it's going to allow us to inside pressure that's 6, 5, and 8 again. One more unit. That was an explosion on that left die. That was an implosion on the right die. So that means it was a drift left this time. So we're at 28.23. So we're $7 away from goal. So one more hit, we could definitely take the dice down. 3, 2, 3, 6. Roll them back. So we have a 2, 4, 6, 4 dice set. 8 people playing in Crapsee. 17 people watch on YouTube. We have 10 likes already, and I appreciate that, guys. 4 people watching on Kick. And again, I tried doing the vertical streaming today, and some kind of error popped up. Yesterday it was working really hard. I actually had to shut down the vertically stream, and then today I couldn't get it even to start. So we'll have to work on that this weekend. Peace out. A little short on the landing zone, guys. We got lucky. We got lucky. We got a 2, 6, 8. This Duracell 8. Go out, support free live craps, and you guys know the drill. Thumbs up, subscribe, the whole ball wax. So we're at goal now. Our goal was to get to 2,800. If we take all of our money down off the table, other than the ATS and the pass line, we're at 28.15 brought back to the rack. So we're $15 in the profit. So that being said, what were our last couple rolls? We had the last 5 rolls we had only 2 field numbers, so we're not going to go up on a field. Let's just stay where we're at right now. We're just going to play the pass line, see if we can hit the point. If we do, then we'll have a little bit of fun money. And obviously, if we can hit this tall or the small, that would be a lot of fun money. And that way we can have a good Friday. We had a 4 showing, so that's a good thing. That was a single pitch away on that left die. We had the 6 showing on the other side, which is a primary on top. So we're going to stay with the same dice set. 4, 5. No, that's not right. Same dice set is going to be 2, 4, 6, 4. There we go. That's accurate. And let's call that all bet set. Dice out. And we have a 2, 3, 5, Justice 5. That's our 3rd Justice 5 for the day. And we had a truck and camper thrown in there as well. Oh, that didn't register on there, did that? Actually, I think KPI is way behind here. So let's enter that as a 2, 5. And let's get KPI road trucker caught up here. For some reason, it's not working. And we gotta go back to see where we left off at. So 11.8.6 is the last one. 11.8. Oh, you just entered the wrong number in on KPI. It's supposed to be a 2.3. There we go. That was the mistake there. So let's enter in as a 2.3. There we go. That should be accurate. Good. That was an easy fix. And again, we're looking for a 4 so we can hit the pass line, make the point. And then I'll have some fun money to play with. Or we can hit the tall or small. We need the 2 and 6 for the small. We need the 10 and 12 for the tall. Again, that was a primary hit on the top side on the left. And that was a single pitch towards us on the right. So that's a safe result. So we're going to go with, again, 2, 4, 6, 4. And all bet set. Be nice to have a roll like this for my first shooter's round. That would be really nice. Probably be safe to say that that would be enough to advance me. And then just as I talk about, we got a 5, 2, 7. Ouch. So that roll comes to an end. But I'll still take that roll if I could on the first round of the shooter competition, because I'm sure that would be enough to qualify me for at least the top 32. So I'd be happy with that. Our SRR was brought back up, only one come out 7 this time. We have a $15 profit over goal. So I'm going to, what do we do here? I'm going to pass the dice. I'm going to say that somebody else is shooting, so we're not going to have to play a line bet. And yeah, let's just start off with that. And then we're just going to play the 6 and 8. Remember, we're playing a $15 table. So I'm just going to pretend it's like a random roller playing. This is how I would play, how I have been playing the random rollers lately, is by playing just a 6 and 8 at the $15 table. Good morning, Durso. And if they hit one, I'll collect it. And then if they hit a second one, I'll collect it. And then I can start pressing after that. So let's go all bet set. Dice out. So we are at goal right now off that first shooter. Dice did cross right at the end. We have a 4-2-6. That is a Kevin the Carpenter 2x4. So 6 would be our point. And again, somebody else is shooting, so we're not playing line bets. So we're going to pick up that 6 for 18. We're going to pick up the 8 for 18. Good morning, FGK. Checking in. Thank you very much. He says, if I'd roll like that every time, I'd be a millionaire in a year. Wouldn't that be nice? Anyway, we're going to go $18 on the 6, $18 on the 8. And we'll call that all bets set here. Again, that was a single pitch away on that left die. That was an explosion on the right die. So if we have an explosion, single pitch away, that's a safe result. So again, we're going to go 2, 4, 6, 4 for the dice set. And all bets set. And that was, we had a 4 in that last one, so that's a good sign. So dice out. They split apart a little bit again on in midair, and we have a 4-4 heart 8 square pair. So that is an awesome roll, because we got paid out on that one time. So that is $21 brought back to the rack. We need to get one more hit, and then we'll start doing our other style of betting. So we do one more to get out of the shooter. That was a double pitch on, a primary hit on the front side for both dice. So that was on axis. 3236. We roll them back. We got a 2464. And if I took all the money off right now, I'd be up $36 on the goal today. If I lost everything today or right now, I would be actually at goal. My goal is to get to $2,800 and we would be right at goal. So FG is asking if anybody, where you can go to get help tossing on YouTube. Good morning, Ryan. So Jeff has helped people get started. He has. I think he's actually asking Dursoff for help critiquing his throw. I think he's asking. I would love to help you, but my time is so restricted right now. I don't really have a lot of free time to be doing that. Otherwise, I would love to be the one helping you. Dice out. And we have a 1-5 KitchenAid mixer. The dice did split apart a little bit as they came to the back wall. But that is another hit on that 6, so that is perfect. So we got that second hit that we were looking for. That was our point, so we're going to be coming out looking for a new point. And that's $42 brought back to the rack. So that means that we have a profit of $6 on this. So we get another hit, we can start doing that the iron cross strategy like I was trying out earlier. That was a 1-5. So that was an implosion on that left die, and that was a implosion on the right die. So it was a double implosion of the dice. So we're going to stick with the 2, 3, 6, roll them back away. So 2, 4, 6, 4. And we'll call it all bet set. Again, somebody else is shooting, so we are not going to do that. I am nailing the 6 and 8. I agree with you on that, but the 5s are hitting as well, and all 3 of those are losers on the field, I guess. Dice out. And we got a 6-5 mid-mo yo, which we've thrown a lot of those as well today. We're not playing that ATS. That is a pass line winner, a natural on the come out. That did not do anything for me at all. Again, we don't have anything. And George has a lot of content for help with tossing as well, and that's where I learned a lot of my stuff. Pick out the people that you think are considered good throwers or shooters. Ed Robinson would be a good person to watch some of his videos. George from CY, Alfredo. I would like to hopefully be included in that list. You know, there's several good shooters out there that you can learn and just kind of listen. I have the level up program that'll teach you right from the get-go to where we're at right now. We'll go all bet set here. Dice out. Ooh, terrible. We're talking about good throwing, and I fooled that one up, but we got 369, center field 9. That is 9 for the point. Terrible, terrible, terrible. And that's knowing what you're doing wrong, what you're not doing wrong. That one, the dice slipped out of my fingers as they went down, so terrible. So Ryan goes, not him. He's worse than a random. So, you know, 9's the point. We're going to stick with the $18, 6 and 8. We are in profit on the shooter. So if I took everything off the table, we'd be $57 in profit today. If I lost everything right now, we would be still $21 over goal. So, what we got for messages on here? We got on Crapsee, we got Jen and Waylon sending love notes to each other. All bet set here. 3, 2, 3, 6. Stay up. And we have 639. We came right back on it. We did a Buckeye buckshot. Buckeye buckshot at that point. So that is perfect. For anybody that's playing that, I don't have anything on there, so it's no help for me. Again, that was an explosion of that left die was a primary and the right die, so that's a safe result. 3236. And we'll be looking for a new point. Again, so I'm pretending somebody else is shooting here. So let's stick with that. No line bets, no crap checks, nothing. And we'll call it all bet set. Dice out. And we're back to needing that 10 and 12 for the tall. And I think that's what we needed on the first shooter as well. Yeah, we have not hit a 10 or 12 today yet, or 2. So dice out. Ooh, a little bit hard, a little bit long on that, but we have a 2-1-3 ace deuce Alfredo sauce. That was a 2-1, not a 2-3. It's a 2-1 ace deuce Alfredo sauce. And that is a come out loser for the pass line. But if you're covering the craps check, that would you protected yourself on that. So, and that was a little bit long on that throw. So that was a mechanical issue. We missed the landing zone and it was a little bit flat on the arc of the dice. So we need to get a little bit more arc in the dice. So if you're adjusting your dice sets according to what you're doing, that's not a good result mechanical wise to make a change. So we're going to stick to 3-2-3-6 and dice up. And we have a 4-5 hard 9, the Big Daddy Max. We're back on the 9. So I was hitting 6s and 8s there for a little bit, and then 5s. Now we're kind of switching around a little bit. Good morning, Navaldo, checking in on YouTube. Up to 22 people watching. 3-2-3-6. And that was a 4-5. So that was an implosion of the right die and a single pitch towards us on the left die. So single pitch towards us with an implosion is a safe result on the cousin 1 set. So dice out. And we have another ace deuce Alfredo sauce. And that is again an explosion or implosion on the left die. That's an explosion on the right die. So that's a drift right. We've been doing a lot of drifting of the dice today. That's not a normal play for me. Normally I don't have drifting of the dice. Normally one stays on axis, one goes off axis of my normal throw. So kind of interested or curious to see what that's all about today. I know that my landing zone hasn't been 100% accurate today. Good morning, John, checking in. And we got Craig checking in. Good morning, good morning. My landing zone has not been spot on today, but we definitely made goal already on the first shooter. And we're just playing with some fun money now. And we'll go all bets set. Again, 3-2-3-6. Nice out. And we have another 6-5 mid-mo yo. Again, she'll come to us from above. We're just avoiding that 10 and 12. It would be nice if somebody was playing the A test and they got paid out on that. It happened to us with the first shooter as well. That's a nice of you to offer that, John. That is an explosion of the right die, or the left die. That was a implosion of the right die. So again, another drift, a drift left this time. And we'll go all bet set. That was a safe result, even though it did nothing for our bets. Again, we're just on that 6 and 8 right now. Days out. little short on the landing zone. We had a rollaway, and we got a 4-4 hard 8 square pair. So we got our third hit on this shooter since we came down on the bets. Actually, we were down on the bets the whole time. So now we're going to have enough money to start doing our field bet here. And if we get a field hit, we'll pick up that 5, and we're just going to start pressing up from there now. So $63 brought back to rack 51 on the table. And that was a primary on the bottom. I would not consider that a good result, though, because of the way the dice were rolling around on that one. So, but anyhow, we'll call that all bet set and dice out. Win or lose, we're still $27 over our goal for the day. So we're still playing with fun money. And dice out. And we have a 2-4-6. That would be the Kevin the Carpenter 2x4. And that is all right, because that money that's on the 6 will cover the money that is on that field. So we bring it back an extra $6 essentially. So we're going to pick up that field again. $69 brought back to the rack and 51 on the table. So we're in the profit, $18 on this shooter. But ultimately, we're up way above goal for the day. That was a single pitch away on that left die. That was a double pitch on the right die. So that was ultimately a single pitch of the dice. And let's call it all bet set. Dice out. So I would take this roll for the first round of the competition as well. That would be nice. I think double digits is what you're going to need to get into that second round of the competition. Last year you needed 8 or better to get into the second round. And we got a 3-5-8 this time. That would be the great 8. And that is the first great 8 that we throw today. All the rest of them are the Duracell 8s, I think. I could be wrong on that. Another $6 brought back. So yeah, Craig, I don't know if FG is talking about doing a channel and recording that way, or is he talking about the throwing competition? FG, in the chat, put in there what you're talking about. Are you talking about the throwing competition, talking about starting a channel, or are you talking about having somebody help coach you with dice throwing or dice shooting? Again, we're going to go $15 on that pass. On a field bet, 18 on a 6 and 8. We're still looking for a field hit here. 75 brought back to the rack, 51 on the table. And again, we're going 3-2-3-6. That was a primary on that left one. That was an implosion on the right one. And dice out. And we got 3-2-5, Justice 5, so that field got knocked off. So now we're not going to go back up on it again. We're going to wait till we hit that 6 or 8 again. So we can repopulate it. $60 brought back, 36 on the table. So we're almost $30, $24 profit on this shooter so far. So primary on the left, that was an explosion on the right. 3-2-3-6. And let's go all bet set. Dice out. So this is definitely different results, different shooting than yesterday. And we have a 3-5-8. That would be the great 8 again. So let's do this now. Instead of picking up a field bet, let's pick up that 5 instead. So we're going to take $15 of this win, and we'll put that on the 5. And we're just going to spread out that way. Since the 5 has been hit 5 times out of 15 out of 30 rolls. So 3, 2, 3, 6. So blue collar craft style is get to go, take the money off the table, end the session, end the day or whatever. We're rolling on with the fun money. So anything that's extra, you can consider fun money. If you want to keep on playing with that, you can. $81 brought back to the rack on this shooter, 51 on the table. All bets set. Our goal was $157, I think, for our goal today, and we have surpassed that. We're at almost that $200 mark for the goal for our profit for the day so far. So dice out. Dice cross right at the end. There we go, guys. We finally got the OMC craps, all the dots and all the spots, midnight. So first midnight hit. And all we need to do is get that 10 now, and that'll be the tall. We've hit the small, I think, twice this week. So we'll see if we can hit that tall, and there'll be 3 hits this week, which is not bad because we've been averaging about 35 to 40 throws a day so far. That was a single pitch on that right die. And that was an explosion on that left eye. Good morning, Demon Dog Chris, checking in. And all that's set. A little bit long on the landing zone. We got lucky. We got a 4-5-9, the hard 9, Big Daddy Mac. So we pick up the wrong side. We picked up the 5 and we hit the 9. So that was the opposite side of the dice. So all we need is that 10 for the tall. We need the 2 and 4 for the small. Again, I did not bet it at all. That was a primary on the primary hit on the bottom of the dice. No, that was not. That was an implosion of that left die, right die, and then double pitch on the left die. So that was our point. So we'll be looking for a new point, come out here. We have an SLR of 16.0 today. Wow, and an SRR of 10.7. We'll go all bets set here. Coming out, looking for a new point. A little short on the landing zone. The dice did cross, and we have a 2-1-3 Alfredo sauce, so that is a pass line loser. Hopefully you had a craps check or a world bet to protect that, or had a horn bet working. I had none of those because I do not have a pass line. Again, this is some other random shooter right now. That was a repeater win, by the way, on that one. 3, 2, 3, 6. And that was a single pitch and a single pitch. So that was actually a double pitch of the dice. So that was not a good thing. We got to be careful with that. And all bets set. Looking for a point. Dice cross again. We got 3, 5, 8. Great 8. That was a 3. There we go. 3, 5, 8. So I gotta be careful with that because the shooter competition, if the dice rolled and the judge was not able to see it before I get into the camera view, then that could be considered a no roll. So I gotta be very careful with that. So back on that 8, we have $18 on the 6 and 8 right now, $15 on the 5. We started off with a $18 6 and 8, and we've built it up from there. We have we're in profit $30 so far. That was a primary on the left die. That was an implosion on the right die. So that's a safe result. And all bets set. Zoe wants to know the name of the random shooter, so you can ask him to roll again next week. I think it's, I don't know, who do you think is rolling here? I think it's Ryan from Mark the Point, because Ryan said he's a random shooter, or he's worse than random, he said, so that's too funny. Nice out. Joel, you just iced me. You just jinxed yourself. So we got 257, and that would be an ouch. So 257, ouch. I think we're gonna probably call it at that today. Let's get that entered in on Crapsee. Too funny. So usually John gets blamed for icing the shooter. This time you're gonna get it, Joel. So anyhow, that was a good roll today. Let's check our statistics for the day, see where we ended up. So we ended up with 2 shooters. We had a 15 and a 20, 93 quality points for that second shooter, which is nice. 17.5 SOR, 11.7 SRR, so that's going to help us with the statistics a little bit. 1 come out 7. Strong numbers today were the 3, the 5, the 8, and the 9, as well as 11. So we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 strong rolls. We did not roll any 2s. We did not roll any 10s at all throughout the whole thing. Box numbers are a little bit low, which actually surprised me. Inside numbers are high. 4s and 10s are low. Come out 7s were low. Horns are high. Fields were high. Hardways were low. So brown belt statistics, this is through the end of yesterday. So through the end of yesterday, we have 314 throws in on the black belt. And we have a 10.06 SOR so far with a 6.35 SRR. And that came down because of the results of yesterday's throws. We have a BSR of 6.54. Obviously, the numbers today are going to be boosting those numbers up a little bit. But anyhow, I'm going to be working this weekend. On Sunday night, I actually work at my job, but I'm going to be hopefully finishing up the black belt video. I rolled it out 2 weekends ago, and the last weekend I was waiting for a new computer to come in, and I got the new computer, and then I downloaded a new editing program. And it took a little bit of learning. It had a little bit of a learning curve there. So I got it down now, and I'm pretty excited on how the video is turning out. I have it probably about 2/3 of the way done. So hopefully by Monday we'll have a new black belt video coming out, so that way it'll kind of give you an overview of what the black belt program is all about. But other than that, I hope everybody has a great weekend. Make sure you check out Casino Gaming TV for the daily paycheck coming up in approximately 5 to 10 minutes. My name is Joe. This is my Craps Master dice shooting journey. Let's make it yours too. Have a great weekend, everybody. Be safe and be prosperous.